Well, it's that time of year again. It's spooky season. It's that time of year where girls go around telling you that they themselves are strange and unusual, and that Jack Skellington was their sexual awakening. Something I'm sure everybody loves to do during spooky month is watch scary movies. You go down to your local Blockbuster, you rent yourself a spicy horror movie, and bam, you're in the spooky season spirit. Tim Burton movies kind of suffice with that. Even though they're not directly horror, he basically created the emo. One of my favorites being 1990's Edward Scissorhands. Johnny Depp plays an emo abomination who is doomed to wander the planet incomplete because his mad scientist creator, played by Vincent Price, passes away before he could finish Edward. When one day, out of the blue, a nice Avon sales lady stumbles upon the castle for some fuck all reason and thought it would, like, you know, she could probably sell blush there or something, I don't know. She stumbles upon Edward, feels sorry for him that he's alone, and takes her home with him to her cookie cutter 1950s-esque suburbia, where he meets her daughter, played by Winona Ryder, and falls in love with her. But alas, it can never be, because he's a freak with scissor hands. And he was the first emo, by the way. Poor Edward is doomed to wander the planet alone as an outcast because his fingers are just not normal. They're scissors. Doesn't have digits. They're fucking scissors. They're sharp. He can't touch anybody. It's very sad. Can't hold his pee-pee when he pees. Why would you do this, Vincent Price? It's kind of fucked up. But alas, we can't have nice things as long as the rules exist. Particularly one of Rule 34. If it exists, there's porn of it somewhere. And that rule absolutely applies to Edward Scissorhands. What could you replace the scissors with? What possible thing, when you're applying Rule 34, could go? Penis hands. Edward Penis Hands, that is. In 1991, the porn parody Edward Penis Hands was written and directed by Paul Norman, starring adult film star Sickie Nix and Gianna Fine. It filled the void we didn't even know that we had. You know, you've probably seen the memes, the one of him, you know, crying in the mirror or playing pool or comically eating spaghetti. It's my favorite one, by the way. Did you wash your penises before you ate? But it's time you saw the full story of Edward Penis Hands, and only the story, because I can't show you the prawn. That would be bad. Our story begins when a beautiful, not Avon sales lady, but dildo sales lady stumbles upon the castle. Or, I don't know what the fuck you call this. I really don't. What is this? What is this? Wandering around for several minutes, she stumbles upon our protagonist, Edward. Edward, who doesn't quite make his whole presence known, sticks out his hands. Startled by his dong hands, Edward pleads with her to not go because he's lonely. Feeling sorry for him, she goes to embrace Edward, where his hands have a mind of their own. So once she lets down her hair, you know what happens next. They do it. They do it. You gotta love how he's like booping her nose with his phallus hands. And in case you're wondering, yes, Edward has a crotch weenie. It's not just the hands. So he's got three penises. I don't know if this is like an old porn thing, but during this scene where he's pleasuring her with both of his hands, she sounds like she's more in pain than anything else. It's just the way that it wasn't my cup of tea. His cum face is just, honestly, it's A+. Well done. Soon after Patricia drives into the neighborhood with Edward, it's not long before her nosy little friends take notice. They get home, and naturally, as everyone's home decor includes a fucking product placement poster of Trident gum on the wall. Like, I couldn't find anything about this, any information, if Trident gum was an official sponsor of Edward Penis Hands. But, I mean, you got to figure it was a thing. Otherwise, why would they just randomly place that on the wall? You know, the tagline should have been, after the cum, you're going to need some gum. Try that. After Edward is told to make himself at home, he looks over and sees a picture of Patricia's daughter. It was like love at first sight because photo. I love you. You're mine. Patricia is off to run some errands, and Edward is left to make himself at home. So he decides to go into the bathroom to wash his penis hands. He's gonna go wash his penis hands. Then Susan comes home with a friend from school, blissfully unaware of Edward's presence, where they decide to make with the mother's trunk and check out the goods, check out the merchandise, because she's a dildo saleswoman. So you gotta look at the goods. Oh my God, it's so gross. I can't believe your mom sells these. Oh my God, no, it's so nasty. I mean, like, who'd ever use these? I mean, we should, like, use them for, like, a joke or something. Like, yeah, it's so gross. Unless... So, of course, as you guessed it, the naughty girls, they get into a little bit of trouble with mom's samples. And here we have the iconic scene of Edward in the bathroom, forced to look at himself. Really look at himself and look at what makes him different. Big old meaty paws. He's got balls too. He's got like balls on his hands too, I might add. Susan, staggering about, trying to get everything as they were before her mom gets home and finds out that her and her friends got busy with the goods, sees what she thinks is a dildo lying on the bathroom counter. Oh boy, was she wrong. She accidentally grabbed herself a big old fistful of Hancock. Startled and absolutely what the fuck, Susan screams, alerting both of her parents into the bathroom, where Edward is formally introduced to Patricia's husband and to Susan. But poor Edward, being so excited to meet Susan, he got a little excited. Oopsie. Yeah. He dribbled a little bit. It happens. You know what? It's okay. It happens to every guy. Now it's time that the new family unit, get it, unit, sits down to have a nice spaghetti dinner. Like, you invite a guy to come stay with you who's got dick hands, and you feed him spaghetti. What kind of shit is that, Patricia? What the fuck?
So, Edward, have you thought about what you're going to do in the future? Maybe proctology is an option.
Epic penis in the butt joke. Proctology. To Edward's dismay, Susan is just not impressed. She's not having it. His chances right now are slim to none. Dinner abruptly ends, and Patricia's nosy neighbor friends come to call. They're calling for Edward. That always gets a girl jealous, fellas. Like, just take off with a bunch of whores. And the neighbor chicks, they take him to some shower, some gym showers, and I don't know where the fuck this is at, but it's a shower, and you know what they do next. I can't show it, but my man's getting the babes, baby. And yes, there's a lot of hand fellatio. And then the next scene after that are the parents talking, and then they get it on the spaghetti table. This is my favorite scene because he's just like laying there, like Wolverine meme style, like stroking her picture with his dick hand, with his crotch goblin just hanging out. Poor Edward, bonered up and upset, decides that he doesn't belong here. He doesn't belong with these nice people. Susan, she just hates him. Like, why would she date a guy with Venus hands? So he decides to leave. And then that's only when she realizes that he's misunderstood and that she totally wants to bone him. In case you've never seen Edward's Scissorhands, he decides he's going to make use with them with art. So he used to make these little ice sculptures with his scissors because, I mean, that's all he could really do. And in the movie Edward Scissorhands, Winona Ryder's character, that's when she kind of finds the beauty in what he's doing. And she goes outside while he's carving. It's kind of making snow, beautiful snow. It's a beautiful scene, and she's dancing around in all the ice. They kind of do that in Edward Venus Hands. It's not quite as nice. Yep, she is dancing in cum. Just gallons and gallons of just shooting from his hands. Oh God, please. Like, you gotta be pretty sticky after that. And then they have sex. And then he came in her face. The end. There's something to be said about parody porn that it depends on the level of effort. And it seems kind of like in the 90s from what I've seen, just for the memes, by the way, just for the memes, don't get it twisted, okay? That there was a certain amount of effort. And I will say for Sicky Nicks, his portrayal for an adult film actor wasn't bad. I'm not hating on it. It actually was pretty good. Like, he kind of made like this little character his own with penis hands. What I've always wondered is, has some of the original creators of some of these movies that have been parodied into porn, have they actually seen the parodies? And in the case of Edward Penis Hands, yes, Tim Burton has seen it.
Like what? Which films?
Edward Penis Hands. That was what somebody gave me that tape, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. And there was like a room, there was like 20 people in the room, and by the end of the movie, there was me and one other person left.
Edward Penis Hands is actually a trilogy. There's a part 2 and a part 3, which for now, I really can't find. I can't find them. I've only seen the original because I guess the pool scene where he's trying to shoot the cue. If you've ever seen it, everybody's seen that clip or that GIF or whatever. Trying to knock the 8-ball with his tip, which looks like it's painful. I'm assuming that's in the second one, but God bless him for making 3. Well, I hope you liked this. If you did, slap a little like, just give me a little kiss. If you're new here, subscribe, and I will see you pretty soonish.